Hi there. I'm Carl Shoemaker here with Action Coach, world's #1 business coaching firm. And I've got Mike Contreras here with me from Money Mailer. So, Mike, I've known you for a while. Why don't we start out? I'll let you tell everybody about yourself, maybe a little bit about your business.
I've been in business for 20 years. I've been designing and executing local advertising campaigns for local businesses, under the Money Mailer brand for direct mail. And then in addition to that, I do digital campaigns under my MAC advertising platform. So, like I said, I've been doing this for 20 years and, I really enjoy watching my clients be successful and grow their businesses and help being a part of that.
Excellent. So Money Mailer is a kind of, it's I guess what they would call it a marriage mail, a kind of.
Yeah, it's technically called shared mail because
Shared mail.
you're in the envelope with a bunch of other advertisers, and because of that fact, you're doing it at a fraction of the cost. You're sharing the postage and all the other expenses. So I find that a lot of people can advertise 10 times for the cost in a Money Mailer program of what it would cost to send out one single solo mailing.
Well, that's right. That's really important because I'm in my practice, I'm hearing people that they're not thinking about the frequency. They're thinking about their, getting a message out, and they take one shot at it and they don't get results in one shot. And then they think, oh, this is terrible. This doesn't work. Well, no, you have to be out there with some frequency and give people a chance to get to know you. So great. So while we're thinking about that, tell me about what's a really great customer for you, who you're looking for. We always refer to it as the target audience. Can you put some definition to that for us?
The best customers for the type of advertising I do are all local businesses. I don't really deal with national chains, and primarily food businesses of all kinds, sit-down restaurants, takeout restaurants of all types, and then local home improvement services businesses.
Handyman.
Very good, and then auto services of all types, car washes, auto repair, tire shops, that kind of stuff. That is the core of the in the Money Mailer envelope.
Okay. Well, how did this really brings up for me a real great kind of pivot to thriving. First of all, how did the COVID-19 kind of affect you? How did it really slowed everything down? Give us a little insight into that.
Yeah, the COVID virus actually shut us down for 2 months. Corporate out of California made a corporate decision to close the business. We did not do any mailings in the month of April and May, and we just reopened. And our first mailing is actually going out this week in June, and so it had a dramatic effect. And I did keep in contact with a lot of clients during that time period while we were closed, and many of them were in no position to advertise because of government shutdown regulations. So it was, in a way, it was a blessing in disguise to be closed because it made the decision easier for me.
Okay, great. So here's the thought, and just some thoughts on my part. So here's the thrive aspect of all this. So you're really like a laser focused on small businesses, local businesses, and some really great. I mean, if there's anything that I'm hearing again and again, it's we've got to support our small local businesses, our restaurant, our pizza guy, our auto repair guy, our home handyman. Some of these people, some of them were just so dramatically impacted, and I think, hopefully you'll see this, and this bears out in the next, weeks, months, the next couple of mailers. I hope you see a real bunch of pent up demand for people to use local, support your hair salon, support your barbershop, support your guy or gal who's been right there, but has been really impacted. Whereas a lot of the big box stores were able to work. So, is there a message? I mean, I'm going to put some information, but what would you say to people about contacting you and getting a program going so they can, make sure everybody knows, hey, we're here, we're still here, we're open, we're back, welcome back, we missed you, right? You want to speak to that a little bit?
Sure. You're 100% on target with that whole statement. I mean, my mailing that I just completed last week is actually 10% higher than my mailing at the same time last year. And there were a lot of clients that are still not open. So it could have really been a terrific mailing. So if everybody was open and available to advertise. So there are a lot of people out there that are looking at that, at really relaunching their businesses, and the people who are smart and do marketing, and they could really pick up some market share right now, while some of their competitors are sitting at home and sitting on their hands. So I was very focused with my clients about making sure that when the government regulations started to be lifted, that we were in a position to roll out a mailing and get the word out that they're open and ready for business as soon as possible. So
So really, and it's something I focus on with clients, is you have, if your first mailer out of this shutdown was 10% higher than your mailer a year ago, and not everybody's open yet, you can be talking about, hey, we've got to be out there. We can be 20% higher. There's no reason we can't be 30% higher when we get into the next mailing and the next mailing. If all these small business owners and really local guys say, I want everybody to know I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready. I've got gloves. I've got masks. I got whatever I need to do. I've taken care of it, but here I am. So, wow, we've got to get the word out about Money Mailer. We got to get the word about advertising, and we really want people also to start thinking. I wonder if you go over this with people. That we're always teaching people the most important thing is the target. Right?
Mhm.
It's the target. Who are you talking to? Are you
Right.
talking to the right people?
Right.
And then there's got to be some kind of call to action. There's got to be an offer,
Right.
right? There's got to be something that gets people to get up off. And now even more important than ever, of course, there's a pent up demand for a haircut, right? Or
Yeah.
to get rid of the gray or whatever it is that they want to do. But a lot of pent up demand. So
Yeah,
yeah,
again, you're right on the money with what you're saying, because we find statistically that 40% of of an advertisement success is based on the offer that the client puts on the ad, the call to action, as you call it.
right.
20% of the advertising success is also related to the targeted audience that we select to mail to. So when you take those together, you're talking a major percentage of the success of the program is balance between the offer and the target audience.
Yeah, I
So
find that people tend to overanalyze what it looks like or the
right,
copy, and they kind of try to wordsmith it. And
the
okay,
copy,
right. But
the
if you're not
copy,
aiming at the right target,
right,
right, and if you're not offering something that makes them get up off the couch, so you've got some really great. I think I don't know like but obviously you've got some great analytics that help people really zero in, right? That so they
yes,
can be talking to.
yes, yeah,
That's one of the things.
yeah.
Go ahead, Glenn.
We have all kinds of demographics available to us by business category, that show income levels, average household values, ages of houses for home improvement, how many cars people have, based on, for auto service, and disposable income as far as for dining purposes. So there's all kinds of statistics that I can rely on, when I'm
Right.
devising a campaign for a particular client.
Right. All those demographics and even psychographics, but things they're so important. Your primary customer, whatever business you're in, your primary customer, the ones that really need that service or that product. Um, those are the people you've got to be talking to. Well, there's where you spend your money talking to them, right? You'd serve everybody who came in your door, Mr. Business Owner, and you serve them gladly, but you're going to spend your money talking to them and trying to get them in. So, because I've always, found that with a lot of business, the loyalty of your top 20% of your customers, where about 80% of your business comes from.
That's right.
So it's great.
Right.
Is there a mistake or two? They say a smart man learns from his mistake, and a really wise man learns from the mistake of others. And is there a couple of things out there that we say, wow, Jesus, these are the things that you really learn. Let's learn from mistakes other people have made. You got one or two ideas that you want people to really think about?
I, I think the biggest mistake I've seen over the 20 years that I've been in working with local businesses is that a lot of times they spend every penny that they have when they're opening their business just to get the doors open, and they don't have the capital lined up and the budgets lined up for marketing purposes to let everybody know that the doors are open. They just expect people, they're going to open their doors and people are going to come walking in, and it just doesn't work that way. Yeah, I've seen many a business open and close within a year because of the fact that they just don't they didn't budget enough money to market the business once they did open. They just spent every penny they had to get the doors open.
So in your business plan, which is the kind of thing that I do with people, in your business plan, don't forget you have to buy customers, right?
Correct.
They're not free. And I've seen this so many times. They build a location, they outfit it really nicely, they have it beautifully decorated, they buy some inventory, and they forget about buying customers.
That's right. It costs you 7 times the amount of money to acquire a new customer as it does to service an existing customer. So you got to leave some money in there for the marketing budget to get those new clients on board.
So I think I'm gathering this. I've known you for a little while, and I think I get this. But are you really geared up? Are you fired up and kind of inspired to get out there when people are? Yeah, let's open. Let's get back. Let's do it. And
I've been ready I think we should have started a month ago, my own personal opinion. And I'm really jazzed. I'm really excited by the fact I've seen all my local clients, each one of my business clients, analyzing their businesses, during this shutdown period. And then, really thinking about, what's it going to take to get the doors open and get it started and get it back to where it should be.
Yeah, I would love to see every one of them survive, and then after that, I want to see them really thrive. I like business owners to get out there and make the second half of this year the best it's ever been. That's what I like to see them do. Would you, what would you like people to do? You want them to email you, call you? How do they contact Mike Contreras of Money Mailer to say, let's get a conversation going about how I can, start participating in some marketing efforts? What would they do?
I mean, email is fine, but I would prefer to talk to people just to see if there's some sort of a fit right up front. And then if it does look like there's some sort of a fit, I do a no charge marketing consultation. And then, things can develop from there.
So that initial consultation is no charge. In other words, that initial consultation is free for people who, and what's the best number? Should they call you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put a phone number in the title of this video afterwards, but you want to mention the phone number where they should call you?
Yes. Cell number is 201-741-1210.
So they're going to say it one more time for us.
Cell number 201-741-1210.
Okay. Excellent. Great. So they're going to get personal attention from Mike Contreras, Money Mailer. And it was really great talking to you, and thanks. And hopefully people recognize you got to buy some customers. You got to be in the game or you can't win. All right.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me, Mike.
Thanks, Carl. Thanks
Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.